Good July 23rd, 2024. This is Artie Lange reporting live from the stunning new VINCENZO'S Gold Crypto Investing 6169 compound. Smash that like and share and support our channel through super chats because things are getting scary out there. Something big is about to happen before the election, and major concerns are rising after another tech failure grounded airlines and knocked electronic payments offline. How does this impact crypto? And yes, they even tried to kill former President Trump. In these uncertain times, gold, silver, and cash are king. It's crucial we stay vigilant and prepared. The stakes have never been higher. As we navigate this unpredictable landscape, remember that knowledge is power. Stay tuned as we unravel the implications for your investments and offer insights into this evolving situation. Together, we'll explore the potential shifts in the market and what they mean for your future. So buckle up and get ready for an informative ride as we break down the latest developments. Your support is more crucial than ever as we delve into these pressing issues together.
July the 23rd, 2024, as we're marching our way steadily towards a very interesting as developing stories in this upcoming presidential election here in the United States of America. Former president and current Republican nominee, a young man attempted to assassinate him on top of a rooftop about 150 yards away on top of a building in plain view of everybody, marching by cops and whatnot, but I digress there. But this is interesting times that we're in where that happened. Unfortunately, somebody was killed defending his family, taking a bullet in the head instead of his wife and kids. So that's very unfortunate. And then the former president got clipped in the ear and had one of the most iconic, I guess you could say, depending on, not even depending on who you are, but looking at it in American history, that a former president is attempted assassination attempt, gets shot in the ear by a black Secret Service where the director of the lady, I'll put her name on the screen right here because I don't remember what that buffoon's name is, but she resigned because, for obvious reasons, but he got up, moved the Secret Service out of the way and put his fist in the air saying, fight for the country, right? Because somebody was trying to assassinate him, but he got up to let the people know because the people in the stands thought he was dead, so he had to get up. But when he got up, he wasn't scared. He got up with confidence and with leadership in a crisis situation and took control of the situation. And for what it was, whether you love the man or hate the man, I'm not on either party's side. That's why you don't really hear me talking politics on here. But if you take it for what it was, a former president or a current president getting assassinated attempt and getting shot and then getting up and showing leadership and toughness, unlike the current administration that we have, say we were in a time of war. But all that being said, old Vincenzo, bell notification, comment down below, Jay, to get the most updated cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, gold and silver bullion here on social media. And the reason that I bring up the Donald Trump former president assassination is we got some big things going on as the economy, besides the stock market and assets going up, the average worker and the average American has gotten broker and broker. And around the world, it's not just in the United States. You have upheaval and you have countries fighting with each other and major players worldwide getting closer and closer to being able to do what they want to do. And we could have some volatile things go on. And just with the cryptocurrency, a big thing nobody's talking about here. Everyone talks about cryptos, the wave, the currency of the future. Look what happened last Friday with Microsoft debacle, where it grounded. They put a ground stop for a lot of the day on all the United States airlines because they lost communications, banking. You had to go back to cash, and when you went to restaurants, you had to pay cash because the computer didn't work. If the electronics or the power's down, cash is king still, right? And crypto couldn't have worked there, or blockchain technology would have failed you there when just something as simple as what they're saying, not a hack, but something so simple as software debacle that caused planes to not be able to fly, nearly multiple. It could have been a catastrophe up in the air with the airlines losing communication, right? So they had to have a ground stop. But I tried to use my credit card at a fast food restaurant that day for an ice cream, and they said our credit card machine is down due to the Microsoft debacle. They didn't say debacle, but whatever they said, Microsoft, blah, blah, blah. And it was cash only. And that was across the board at a lot of different spots around the country, no matter if you were in the great state of Michigan, Jay, or if you were in Florida, Texas, California, or out in the cornfields of Iowa, or right here in the greater Bloomington metropolitan area in central Illinois with a current, warm, seasonably sticky 88 degrees, Jay, out at the central Illinois airport in Bloomington, right? And that's very interesting that the blockchain, you would have failed you. So that's a big thing that you people at the very least should be paying attention to. If you think cryptocurrency or XRP or Bitcoin or whatever other coin you think is the best is the new currency of the future, when you have a simple hack and you wouldn't have been able to use your currency, it was cash only, which shows you cash is still king. Because if you ever have a cyber attack or just a random major player like Microsoft, who most people use, they got a big market share for that technology. That goes out, and you can't use anything, and you have to use cash, right? So I haven't heard anybody else bring that up. I'm at least bringing it up, and I think you guys should at least be paying attention to that and ask yourself that very important question: how could a digital cryptocurrency on the internet be the currency of the future if you have a power outage, a solar flare, a hack, sabotage, or just the software you're using goes kablooey? You can't use it anymore, and you have to default back to a physical cash. And that's why cash has a big value, because you can hold it, right? Even though there's not a lot of cash floating around, but you kind of have physical cash and buy things, right? And that's why it's the king still as far as purchasing things, right? But to just ask yourself that question. Nobody else is asking that. And but one of the big things with the former president trying to be assassinated is what would happen with crypto if a sitting president, got assassinated, or Joe Biden just stepped down? What does that do to crypto? Do people get scared and go into crypto and digital currency, or do they flood into dollars? Do they flood into stocks because if they think Trump's going to win, maybe it's even better for stocks? Do they pump into that? Do they buy commodities? What do they do? And how does this affect what's actually going to go on? Because we've just hit all-time highs over the past 12 months, post-halving now by several months, and the altcoins haven't done anything. Bitcoin made a new all-time high, but not by a lot. And now it's sitting in limbo. We have big $20,000 dumps followed by a ferocious rally right after. XRP hasn't had a huge rally. The biggest thing it's done since the COVID pump back here in 2021 in the springtime was this 100% rally intraday based on a correlation of the judge, manipulation by the criminal gangsters and the one percenters, the fleece heists and sliced, the FOMO retail investors there, just to get a complete 100% flush and back negative if you would have bought the top from where the pre-pump was. And now still we're down significantly a year later right now, but nothing really, there wasn't another euphoric run here, just as we still have never had another euphoric run coming off of the 2014, 15, about 2000, late 2015, to the blow off top here in early 2018. We have never even come close to a ferocious rally like that again. And this is what everybody was playing for here, but there wasn't enough buyers or enough people that knew about it or still in it here. And they were just getting in here, the actual retail, and got stuck. But we never had another pump. And this is what the XRP people were playing, because this had a 246% pump, right? From nothingness, where very little people bought it back here. There's really nobody in there, right? And that was coming off of, if you look at the chart that's even farther, a pump from way down now, right? Even deeper down into nothing. And this is where people started hearing about it when Bitcoin hit 20,000 back in the day. But the technical analysis really hasn't changed much since the last video I made, except that you did come down to that 36 cents, 37 cents, major underneath support, which was a targeted move after a breakdown of this huge, this got moved. This should be way up there. That's why I usually lock these. But that was actually almost sort of a technical move here on a wick, the bottom of the channel right here after this over 2-year long, or just about 2-year long rising channel did break down. The last time we talked, we were in a recovery phase from there, and then we did dip down all the way, and now we've had a ferocious rally since then after we hit a technical major support level. And now the critical question is, we're at the 57 cents at major upper resistance. Do we continue up and start to actually have a ferocious bull market and get up here into that 75 to $1 range? Or do we keep getting beaten down back into this rising channel if we just extend it farther now, since the future has caught up with the current time frame? So we're just going to extend it out and then relock it. Or do we get back into here and start trading again within this channel and just continue on up like so, like we've seen a lot of tech stocks do for a long time? They can do them for years. Or do we get a violent rejection and end up back at 37 cents? These are all things we need to pay attention to in the next several months and several weeks. But one thing that I pay attention to is go out to the volume and the 3-monthly to give you a whole look at it. And you can see big blow off top, crash, big blow off top, lower volume, a little bit longer, another candle-ish, crash. And then on the most recent up and sideways consolidation for about 2 years, it's not looking too good down there, is it? I mean, it's a historic lows after historic low after historic low. If we zoom in here, you can see it's not very good, right? So you need to have more volume. As each month, you guys like to say that I just repeat. Everybody knows it's old news that Ripple releases so many hundreds of thousands of coins. Sorry, I just got a new phone here. Hundreds of thousands of coins. Do not disturb. Every so often or every month. But that means you need that many new buyers. And when the volume's not coming in, we need these institutional investors or this mass adoption that people talk about when they're looking at $1,000 XRP, $15 XRP, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not seeing it with the volume yet. And until that happens, this price is going to be stuck in limbo and not be able to achieve prior highs, right? Like the $2 from the COVID pump or the $3 and change from the hysteria of the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency first ever pump to the mainstream at the beginning of 2018 in February and March. But that's what I'd be paying attention to there. And then we're going to get into more videos. I just wanted to say hello, old Vincenzo's back. And we're going to start making some more videos because we're in a very interesting time as the election is coming up and we have a lot of things taking place. Peace and love.